As part of my commitment to bring our Tampa Bay community the latest information on mental health resources, I recently attended the Behavioral Health Conference in Orlando. And I sat down with one of the keynote speakers, Emma Benoit, a suicide survivor. As a popular high school cheerleader, Emma pretended to always be happy, but on the inside, she suffered with depression and never told anyone. And at 17 years old, she tried to end her life. Fortunately, she survived, and now she's sharing her story to teach other young people they don't need to suffer in silence.
If Emma Benoit is gone, then no one has to think about her anymore. No one has to worry about her anymore. She's gone, and that's it.
911, what's that? Oh my God, my daughter's down. Okay, is she breathing? Yes, ma'am, she's breathing. Stay with me, baby girl, please. I want you to say now, every single time she takes a breath in. Now.
I didn't have a clue she was struggling.
Seeing her in ICU, she looked broken completely.
You start thinking immediately, where did I go wrong?
This is a trailer for a documentary about Emma Benoit.
I was struggling with anxiety and depression for years without even knowing it or realizing it.
Emma had the perfect-looking life from the outside as a pretty, popular cheerleader with lots of friends. But on the inside, she was lost in sadness and never told a soul, staying silent for years.
Because of the stigma around mental health and mental illness, I was totally uneducated and honestly ashamed of the feelings that I was living with. And I created this image and this persona of perfection as kind of a shield to mask my anxieties and my feelings of depression.
Her mental health struggles were very common in many teens' life.
I dealt with bullying, I dealt with insecurities, I dealt with fear of failure, I dealt with immense perfectionism. I am a perfectionist by nature, and you couple that with wanting to be liked and wanting to be understood. I definitely was struggling with all of those things, only, again, too ashamed to tell anyone that I was feeling that way.
She believes online platforms also damaged her mental well-being.
Yeah, social media was definitely somewhere that I went to compare myself to others, searching for some sort of validation, which was actually really toxic for my mental health.
One day, her severe depression, insecurities, and deafening silence took her down the darkest hole she'd ever experienced.
All of those feelings that I pushed down and suppressed all of those years sort of just came rushing to the surface. And at that point, I could no longer really keep myself from cracking. And so on that fateful day, when the moment of crisis presented itself, I impulsively acted on it and I attempted to take my life.
Emma survived that suicide attempt in 2017, but a gunshot wound caused a spinal cord injury that left her paralyzed.
In the immediate moments after my attempt, I felt an instant regret. And the regret was so profound that it's actually one of the first memories that I had when I woke up in the hospital, was feeling the intensity of the regret of what I had done.
Emma's recovery was challenging, but she soon realized she wasn't alone as countless teens began reaching out, admitting they too were struggling. That's when faith and her new purpose in life came into sharp focus.
I want to start by saying how appreciative I am that you are all here to listen to my story.
Emma now tours the country, sharing her personal story at schools, churches, and conferences, like here at the Florida Behavioral Health Conference in Orlando. But she still feels today talking openly about mental health carries a stigma that needs to change. I do wonder what you hope people get listening to you, watching your documentary, and walking away, especially parents, not just teens, because teens instantly relate to you, right?
Yeah.
But these parents who say, not my child, and how you can help them understand, what do you want them to walk away with?
I want them to see that anyone can struggle at any given time, regardless of how we may perceive their life to look on the outside, and just never put a face to mental health. I think we've got to do better as a society at normalizing these hard conversations. The more that we are comfortable being uncomfortable, the better we'll be in terms of healing and growth mentally and emotionally.
So her advice? Start that uncomfortable conversation now, before it's too late.
So I hope that when people hear my story and they watch my documentary, they have profound takeaways that make them feel empowered to approach mental health in a different way.
Emma has shared her story to over 200 audiences nationwide. If you want to learn more about her documentary and what else she's involved with, I've shared her information on our website at tampabay28.com/mental health. There you can also find my other stories and resources across Tampa Bay.